English 296 Soul Food Digestible Sneaker Culture is the first English course in the history of higher ed and HBCU history dedicated to identification within sneaker culture. I teach it no different than I would teach any other course, whether it be any literature or any writing course. I evaluate them the same. The major difference is that we're examining the phenomenon that is sneaker culture. It's been well received not only by Johnson C. Smith University students, but literally individuals from the community and students from other CIAA institutions. Charlotte is at the forefront of sneaker culture, not just American sneaker culture, but on the world. Charlotte is slowly but surely becoming one of the key players in sneaker culture. There's not a shoe that you want that you couldn't find here in the city. As a young child, there was urban legend at the time that if you wore Nike shoes, that you would be able to jump higher and run faster. And I literally went to my mom for a proposal in kindergarten, like, Mom, I could run faster and jump higher if I had a pair of those shoes. And she brought me a pair of blazers. If I remember correctly, they were canvas blazers, and the swoosh was almost Columbia blue, almost like a Carolina blue. And put them on and immediately went outside to play. I've always been interested in sneakers, but that is the first story that I can attach to. Not only can I have a pair, but can I have a specific brand? You could tell someone who identifies with the culture not only by what they are wearing, but how they are wearing it. If I were wearing a pair of Adidas Crazy 1 or I don't know, a Ewing 33 High in a monotone colorway, we know for a fact that that shoe was not created to be worn for an athletic purpose. It's the reappropriation of an athletic shoe for fashion. Like, people will get the performance shoe and wear it as fashion because not only is the shoe good looking, but it's worn by someone who's doing quite well. I want to do well in whatever I do too, so I'm attaching myself to the legacy and to the brand. And voila, mass assimilation. You could attribute that specifically to hip hop culture. Run DMC made popular the no laces, okay, which is a part of jail culture. What they did was they took Jam Master J's, they were like, we're trying to figure out what's our look. Russell Simmons like, you all need to dress like Jay because Jay is fresh. Well, Jay was influenced by friends or people from his community in Hollis, Queens, who had come home from jail and they didn't have laces in their shoes because that would be fashioned into a weapon, or one could hang himself. So because these individuals were thought to be cool, they replicated that. People saw them, they replicated that, and now it's become a phenomenon. No one remembers how no laces started, but just that it's cool. But individuals were idolizing Run DMC and people like them. Voila, magic. Keep in mind, hip hop culture is a song of the proletariat, but because originally started giving individuals who didn't have a voice. It's not specifically a black phenomenon. However, blacks and minorities are attached to it simply because of it starts with the status symbol. If I have enough of these symbols, or if I wear them a certain way, someone may feel that I have the status that goes along with it, or I'll feel better about, that old Deion Sanders adage of look good, play good. When individuals who subscribe to hip hop culture begin to wear products that were intended for performance and made it into fashion, that's pretty much what we still have today, the trickle down of that. I definitely would say that it is a lifestyle. For some, it is an obsession, and I'm not going to glaze over that, but it's definitely a lifestyle. I could go a few years without wearing the same pair twice. Contrary to popular belief, it does not take a a substantial amount of money to subscribe to the lifestyle, but that's what the big companies want you to think. Students who were in my class last spring are not wearing what they were wearing last spring because hip hop culture evolves, the fashion with it evolves. In urban stores, they could have a shoe that releases today and it's going to be 25 to 30% off in 3 weeks. You can subscribe to the culture without dropping $300 and $200. Only a novice would do that. Those who authentically subscribe to the culture know that that's not what the culture is based on. Black Sheep is pretty a known fact that Black Sheep has the only Nike SB account in Charlotte, North Carolina. More importantly, Black Sheep has had a number of collaborations with Nike. For example, there was a paid in full themed Nike Dunk SB that was created by Black Sheep, created here in Charlotte. Now, unfortunately, because the inspiration for the shoe was a little too close to another brand, there was a cease and desist, which caused Nike to pull back and pairs didn't release. However, there are some that are out there, and those pairs are going for mortgages of uptown high rises right now. A pair of shoes. Black Sheep is Charlotte. That shoe was created or inspired and designed here in Charlotte. It's but another tool for someone to express themselves, a way for them to express themselves. And that's what I love about sneaker culture. You can put on whatever and I can identify you and say that, hey, you are a kindred spirit. For me, is a form of expressing who I am. I'm an authentic subscriber of sneaker culture. I'm an authentic subscriber of hip hop culture. And those are just two cultures I subscribe to that you could possibly see by how I'm dressed and what I'm wearing. But it authentically allows me to be who I am with no apology. It allows me to authentically be Jemayne.